Hello.
Hi there.
Welcome to another one of our horror reviews.
Yes.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is The Stepfather.
Yes.
The remake.
From 2009.
Yes. Oh, what to say about this one?
It's actually not that bad a movie.
Mm,
How about Stepfather 3?
that was a good movie. It was entertaining.
Whatever.
This one wasn't entertaining.
It was entertaining still.
It was alright.
Okay, what was so special about Stepfather 3?
I don't know.
Enlighten us.
I don't know.
The acting?
Yes, the acting was subpar TV acting.
Well, Priscilla Barnes delivered,
But this
other
one
than that,
has-
the acting was pretty bad.
This one has an all-star cast.
It does. I really...
Dylan Walsh, who was popular with Nip Tuck at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Great show, by the way. You have Stella Ward, who was popular.
She's
with
good.
Once and Again.
I usually like her.
You have Penn Badgley, who I believe was in Gossip Girl at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Amber Heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber Heard. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, we can't get into our opinions on the whole Amber Heard thing, so we're not going to into that.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately controversial, and it's a whole huge thing, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk.
But she was still good in this movie.
She
If
was.
you want to look at her in a bathing suit the
Well,
entire movie.
Still, she is good. She's a good actress. I don't know. I mean, and I don't think her or... What did we say? Well, whatever. Never mind. It wasn't that wasn't important. How I was gonna say. I don't remember now. Whatever. I do, but I don't. I don't know what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. Anyhow, this is basically a kind of half copycat of the original, half not, and it also it takes bits and pieces from all of the existing movies and kind of throws them together into like a big blender.
Yeah.
And then add some new things in as well. It takes the opening from the original, combined with the concept of 2 and 3 of having it be a divorce and not a pass away situation where the father is not dead.
And this is the first Stepfather to be rated PG-13.
It is. So there's not as much blood. There is some, but it's not as much focus on blood. Which, I don't know. I don't think I need the blood for a Stepfather movie, but... yeah, if you really want bloody movies, this is not the one. I will say that there are some pretty brutal kills without blood, though. Like, the scene with the old woman that gets knocked down the stairs and then suffocated was pretty violent. Blood or not, that was actually pretty... So, I don't know. I mean, if you need blood, then no. But if you want just violent kills, then still had a couple.
Yeah?
Still had a couple. Not, like, super bloody, but pretty messed up. Yeah.
This one's probably the most forgettable.
I know it's most forgettable. It's just the most... It didn't have anything original about it. It did feel like the other movies just kind of redone and rehashed for a new generation. Which, I still give this one 3 stars, I think.
Yes.
So it's still good, just not quite on... It's not quite as good.
Not on par with the other 3.
I even gave Stepfather 3.5 stars, so I will say what I thought I did like about that one a little better. I think that one, there were some new things in the Stepfather 3. I did think the acting was not that good, but where I did think the acting was good, I thought was actually fairly strong. I think this one also struggled from writing a little bit. Like Stepfather 3 had some things in it that were kind of cheesy and stupid, yes, but it was also a TV movie with a lot of things that, they wanted to make a movie with, like, the original cast of, like, the original guy from the first 2, and they had to write this whole new change in, and they made it work. In this one, it was just, let's just redo it because that was a successful idea, so let's do that again.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel very mixed on the whole reboot, remake thing. Sometimes I think it's exciting and kind of fun, and sometimes I feel like it's just an excuse to make money. And I think that sometimes they can be very good and really well made. So like I say, they're always bad. And I'm pretty open-minded, but I'm not the person who's like, I'm just gonna hate on it because it's a new movie, but sometimes it's better left alone, and then sometimes it's better done, redone. Sometimes actually the remakes are better than the original. So you never know, but this is one of the cases where I think it's not like so much worse than the original, but it just doesn't capture what the original did exactly. There is some new humor added in, I will say, with like the kids like trying to snoop around and look for stuff, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Or like the kid playing his video games, he's like, the mom's like yelling at him, still words are going, "Hey, come downstairs," and he's like, and he just grabs like video games out of his hand and like grabs him violently. He's like, "Your mom wants you downstairs," or something like that. I forget what the line is, but he like kind of like grabs his video game or grabs him. And he's like, "Go downstairs." It's just really, I don't know. Like there's certain things in this movie, like the tummy was actually just kind of humorous. But there's a cat lady next door who starts to be suspicious of him in this one too. There's always like usually the only one where there's not like two characters that are suspicious is in the first one. It's just the daughter. But like in the sequels, there's always like another character too, other than the child, that always is like something's up. Like in the second one, it was the best friend. The third one was the priest, and this one it's this old lady down the street. She's like, like she starts to be suspicious, and then he goes over to her house, and then like knocks her down the stairs and suffocates her. It was pretty violent, and then kills her friend, who's also suspicious. There's actually two characters that are suspicious. Three, the son, and then the two women.
And the father.
Yeah, that's true. There's actually a lot of people. Well, in the second,
in this one, they're all suspicious of him.
Except for in the second one too. In the second Stepfather, they were also the ex-husband was also suspicious.
Yeah.
So there's actually 3 characters in that one too, but there's like 3 or 4 characters in this one that are suspicious of him. It's always to get rid of all of them. He's just like, "I'm done with you," and then he kills them.
I will say the end of the movie does have a decent.
There's a good chase scene with the. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's also kind of silly, but it's actually kind of entertaining. There's like a table saw involved, and it falls and it almost like harms the mom and the girlfriend of what's his face,
Yeah.
Amber Heard and Stella Ward. It almost like slices them.
But yeah, this one it does leave it open.
It did. It left him alive. Unlike the other ones where it always showed him dying at the end, it showed him actually like getting away actually, and he ends up hitting on this new woman at the grocery store. He's like, "I'm so and so. What's your name?"
Ironically, the woman that he hits on at the grocery store at the end of the movie is what's her face? I can't remember her name, but she also plays in Nip Tuck. So they were in the same TV show together. I just found
that's funny.
I found that funny.
I didn't think of. I probably never watched it. That's probably why. But
Great show about plastic surgery, by the way. A fucked up show.
Interesting.
But yeah, no. Sorry.
But I mean, the acting was good in this movie. I'd say the scripting was a little bit more silly, and there's a little more tongue in cheek, which it was a good thing at times, and other times it was a little unnecessary and not as good. And it was just sort of a rehash. So I like this one, but not as much. I'm gonna go with this. This is a 3-star movie. It's still
3
good.
stars.
Go check it out. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I actually liked it still, just not as much as the other ones probably, but still worthy watch, and some good actors and some actors that were fresh and didn't get a lot of movies at the time. It was like one of their first movies, so.
It kind of reminds me of that movie Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf.
I love that movie actually.
Oh, the Disturbia was better than this movie. Yes.
It was. I actually liked Disturbia.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. That actually should be one we do a review for maybe eventually in the future.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Home Invasion.
I love home invasion movies. You leave them alone.
Yeah. But
They're good.
anyways, that's our review for Stepfather. We don't have much else to say about.
No, just
the
be
remake.
careful of any stepfathers that look like they don't have it all going on upstairs and may want to kill you.
Right.
And to all the stepfathers watching, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for your time and your patience.
And listening to us completely just bash stepfathers. You're all amazing.
Right. That concludes our Father's Day Stepfather Marathon.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll be doing the X trilogy next.
Oh my gosh, and I'm freaking ready for this. We're gonna do 2 parts for all 3 movies. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Like
We're gonna
and follow for more.
Like and follow.